check that you have all the components necessary to construct the tower, which we've done, and check all the components that are in the good condition. The one thing we're checking for is that every one of these has this piece in the bottom, which we're going to use. We did that as we brought it off here. We're going to check that all these are of good standard, they're good spring. We're going to check that all of them have got that little black bit on. And we'll do that as we put it up as well. We'll do a recheck each time. My trainees today are going to assist in the build, but it should only take one person to build this. That bit's falling out. Just came out of this. But for this bottom one, it isn't necessarily needed. You don't need it, but it's come out of there. But you can't put them into the bottom rung now because they don't need them. These the bottom rung doesn't need this part because there's nowhere to put it. Just make sure it doesn't fall out. Or if it's falling out, it doesn't matter. Okay, they've got stoppers on to stop them moving around, and they've got adjustable feet, so you can take it out a little bit, raise it up if you needed to. And it's just spinning around on a what do you call that? On a thread is a good word. The first thing to do from this drawing is put a brace section in. Attach a brace section panel so that the upper claw is above the fourth rung. So you're going to get one of them, and it's going to go here, but you've got to go on the outside, facing outwards. So you've got to be on the perfect. Yep. So you're going to clasp it onto this side. You're just going to push them on, make sure they click in, and you're going to do the same thing on that side. Once it's in, it should pretty much stand up. And at this point, you can put a brake on. You can put all the brakes on if you're so required to make sure it doesn't roll around if you're going to be by yourself. We're now going to make up two 2-meter sections of this, and you should be able to do this by yourself as well. So if I just lift it out, you should be able to lift that onto there. I will assist. As that comes in, it turns into there. Can't if we can get it where there. And as it comes down, when it's fully in, that red bit comes back like that. So now it can't come out. And so put that to one side, and then the other two guys build the other one. So you're going to lift that up to there. So it's a kind of twist, push it in, and then flick the little red bit back down. Exactly that, that's perfect. And Finlay, yeah, good. And at that point, we're going to put these two on top of them. And we've only got one brace on, but that's fine. This is going to go on here. And Joe, you get the other one and put it on there. Again, just proving that it's a one-man show. You should be able to lift that up to there and slot it in there without me. And when you're in, you're going to do the same with those little clasps. Next, we're going to attach a guardrail brace panel with its lower jaw position above the 6th frame rung. It must be fitted on the opposite side to the first guardrail brace to ensure stability. So we can look at a drawing here. You can see the first one was there. So if we're looking at it from here, we're going to go with the lower one at the 6th. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to go above this.
What's that one?
Yep. Yep. The lower jaw position above the 6th frame rung. Now we're going to stand inside the tower and fit the platform with the onto the 8th rung, which is basically just above this point here. So we're going to get a platform in your hand. You're going to walk inside here. And you're going to slide it onto there, then slide it onto there with the hatch at this side. Yeah. Remember, at this point, we haven't stepped on it. We're not going to climb it. We're just going to get it from the ground. So we're still on the ground. So push it all the way through now. Push it through. So that, remember, you're supposed to be able to do it by yourself. Perfect. And there's a little thing that, I can't remember where it is, that just pushes around it. It's supposed to stop the wind from lifting it up. At this point, we're going to fit the 4 stabilizers. So we're going to get a stabilizer each. We're going to put 1 in each corner. And we're going to try and come out at 45 degrees. So we're going to undo this little catch that's holding the 2 legs together. Like that. And I'm just going to remember where this bottom one has to be on the second one up. Yep, what's it? Yeah, everyone's doing it same. And the top one, just you need to leave it a little bit loose. Just to remember which number to put it at. It goes just above the 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the top one is going to go just above the 5th. And at that point, we'll tighten these. Yeah, the bottom bit extends, but we'll do that in a minute. Just going to get it on so it's really high and it looks a bit silly. Once we've got to that point, we're going to undo the bottom leg. And it's going to come out. And when we hit the floor, we're going to snap it in. At this point, we're going to get a spirit level and check we're somewhere near. We're not necessarily asking for perfection. That's pretty flat. Probably need a slightly smaller spirit level to get that bit. That's a bad example. Yeah, should possibly close in. At this point, we're trying our best to do, where does it say? Adjust the stabilizer so that you create a square footprint as possible. So if you went right around the edges, you were trying to create a square. So just watch the way I did it. We tighten these 2 parts and then lower the leg to suit. So it doesn't matter where these are attached, as long as one's above the 5th and one's above the 2nd. Like you can see, this one's a little bit higher than yours, but it doesn't matter. What you're aiming for then is that this is touching the ground. That it will move, but it's touching the ground. So if someone was up there and it came towards me, it's going to get on that leg pretty quick. Yeah, touching's fine. Touching's fine. Okay, at this point we're going to place 3 guardrails on the panels on one set of the hangers. So these things have got what they call hangers on them, and you pull them out like this, and they're on a little flexible thing. And when you push them back in, they hook on a little rivet. Is that the right word? Got to get it in the right place. So I want you to. There's 2 on the other side as well. So I want you to get them like that. They're just hanging on the rivet. So it's going to pull it. It's going to want to pull it back in, but it's going to stop going in by sticking on the rivet. Shouldn't be that heavy. And then, just to show you, then we're going to get 3 of these, and this is going to hang on the side of the hanger. And you're still doing that from the floor. They still haven't been up yet, so 2 more of them. On this side, all 3 on this side. Yep, this side. All 3 of these guardrails go on this side, so you do one, Chris. So you have to be a bit, it only just fits, but you've got to get 3 of these on this side. Yeah. And then the last, we're going to build these 2 up to 8s again, so we're going to build that, put that on top of there. So we place 3 guardrail brace panels on one set of the hangers and a pair of 8 rung conjoined frames to the other side. So you're going to do the other one, Chris. That's going to go on the other side, so it won't fit on this side. There's no space. Yeah, make sure that they're prepared right. Those 2 are good. Those are good. And then I'll go up and do the first bit. So I'm just going to look at what occurred here. I'm just going to make sure that the last one, especially there, is over the edge of that. So because it wasn't, because this was slid too far in. But if you just pull the platform back to me, that can't possibly fall off. And then I'm going to enter by climbing, and there's a little hatch to go up. And when I get up here, I'm going to sit on the edge of here, and I'm going to leave my feet on the platform. So I've always got 3 parts attaching to something, and I'm going to lift this up, and I'm going to attach it here. I should have done the other side first, because now it's hard to do. And at this point, you can get out, because you've there's no way you can fall off. So I'm good. I'm just going to check these are in. That feels pretty good. That's good. Got a nice little bit of tape there, look. The next point is to lift these up. And get them into the next position. This is where you've got to be aware of people below you. Make sure that the people aren't going to get in the way. If you accidentally dropped it, it's not going to smash them. Smash them in the head. Don't want to do that if we can help it. And the final point at this time is to get this and get it a little bit up, but I can't remember where. So I'll be able to get it up there, won't I? At this point, you'd have to come back down if you were working by yourself, but someone else can go up and do the next one. And then we're going to put this platform on, and there's a place inside for it to hang, which is part of the. So you go first, because you'll need the toe board last. Yeah. And this is going to hang on here. So whoever wants to go up, the next part before you go up, let's just talk about it before you go up. So you're going to stand on the platform. You're going to reach for the new platform, which is this one, and you're going to get it just above where you'll see it's as high as you can get. Really, it's as high as you can reach. And then once you've done that, you're going to open the hangers of this, and you're going to put those 2 and the toe board on the hangers when it's up there. Then you're going to climb through. Then before you climb through, you sat on the edge again. You're going to put the two braces that are on the hangers exactly the same like that. Yeah. They just pull out and twist at the end. Just be careful; they could snap back. Off you go. Yeah, you've got to keep it open with your hand. If you want to access something high up. Now, do you want to focus a light that's 6 meters in the air and you haven't got a set of zarges? Do you want to do a big... Yeah, board first, yeah.
You're feeding cable through a roof or
yeah, good point. If you had a big LED wall, and you wanted to... We bought it for the LED wall originally. Yeah, hatch on the same side, just consistency. The hatch idea isn't... It could go on either side, really. We just said to try and do it the same as the drawing. You're going to go just above. Just pay attention to where the brace is on my side. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. I'm going to make sure it's down and make sure that little... And then open the handles. I'm going to transfer the two guardrail brace panels and the set of boards to those hangers. And everyone on the floor is paying attention and make sure, just in case he drops one, it'll be noisy for one. You don't want to get in the way of that. Nicely hooked on, and you're going to get the toe board now. And at this point, before you go up there, you need to put the hangers away from this panel, from this platform. And the people on the floor could do this to assist. But if you were by yourself, you wouldn't be able to do it. And mine's completely stuck. I think we've told, didn't it? Yeah, that one's not happy. There you go. That's dislocated a bit. That's it, it's got to go on that tube. Yeah, does it? Have you got yours? Yeah, I got mine stuck as well. So there's a thing, if you have a look here, just have a look, because it's worth seeing. These two, what they call rivets, need to go in the corners here. So if you go around a little bit, they can't go in. They can only go there, but then that one can only go in when one's at the top and one's at the bottom there.
pretty much face downwards.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, good point. Yeah. Right, at this point you can access the top platform. You're going to climb up again, but you're not going to go right up above it. You're just going to sit on the edge, and you're going to get those two brace panels, one either side on the top. Yeah. Kind of like, it feels like it just needs to be a little bit longer. No, top one, gotta go on top. It's going to stop you. It's going to stop you going. Yeah, that needs to go down a little bit, but above the top rail.
Yeah, so down.
So go It's got to go under the second one. No. The top one has to go above the top rail. It can. Trust me, it can. You've gone too high. Just move back a little bit and then go a little bit. That's it. That's the boy. And make sure it nice and snaps in so you can feel it so it can't possibly come off. That's good. You're going to do the other side. Just going to act as a handrail when you get up there. Once you've got this one on, you can step out above to get the footboard. Yeah, you can step up there now. Language. Final part is to get that toe board. It opens up and it just pushes against the sides. Don't really have a way of stopping it falling out. Yep, step inside it and open it up. Step inside. Shouldn't sing with a mic on.
Add it at end credits.
Yeah. No, it kind of just pushes against all the sides, and then once that's happened, it's pretty hard for it to fall out. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then in the usual circumstance, if you were going to work up there, you put those hangers back in, but we're not going to do that because you're going to come down now, and then the next person is going to go up and take it down.